Well, it looks like we're going live right here, right now. I want to do some screen share first off so I can show you what we are working on. Oh, I can't seem to share my. How am I going to do this? I'm going to share my development screen with Claude. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how to move that around or whatnot, but we'll just start with that. So here's my source material. Deploying blockade on Cloudflare pages. So basically, what I'm doing here today is trying to show you what how I am programming Claude to build my new nonprofit site, which is called Blockade Union. It's at blockade.org, and some of the prompts and then some of the results that I get from doing it. So what I've done is created a um, I've created in cowork. I created a project, and I've already built my corporate site. Now I'm building my nonprofit site, and I want to walk you guys through that. I also have the site registered with GoDaddy. I've had it registered with GoDaddy since I launched it, but I want to host it. I've been very limited with what GoDaddy has been able to offer me. I've paid them money for years for basically where I should be paying them just dollars for. I've been giving them hundreds of dollars. I've got the USA turkey game on in the foreground, so you might hear that noise playing. I don't know how long this video is going to last, but just part of my education efforts, my efforts to push community, rural, local Virginia. I live in the birthplace of George Washington in Westmoreland County, town of Colonial Beach, Virginia, about an hour south of DC. I grew up inside the Beltway. I lived in Colorado for 15 years. And when the pandemic hit, it changed a lot of things for me. And I came back home. I basically live at home with my mother and have been living a loser life for the last 5 years, not able to hold a job. I've been in and out of the hospital due to various medical, you know, addiction problems, whatever have you. I've had a fucked up last 5 years, pardon my language, and I want to get my life back on track. So I'm starting locally, but thinking globally. Um, so anyway, that's a little bit of background about me. Yeah, Claude. Where should I start? Claude. I've been using Claude now. I just upgraded to the Pro. Pardon me, the Max plan, as you can see down here. I was doing Pro up until just yesterday, and I ran out of limits to the point where I needed to buy more credits. I've kind of evolved in terms of my AI knowledge base. Starting with just Chat GDP, I moved to Gemini for a little bit. I played with Grok for a little bit. I hesitated getting Claude, but when I started seeing the open source Claude movement and the decentral, ability, you can host your own, Claude instances, um, self custody, if you will, of that asset, that model, that language model. So basically, I've been giving it in co-work. I've had lots of chats with Claude about the sites that I'm building. Blockade Union being one of them. It's given me a couple like mock sites that I didn't necessarily like, and I went back and um, let's see here. I'm going to drop this one here so you can see the first iteration of the site that it created for me. Aiding Web3, what we do, our conservation efforts, we're decentralized technology. So I'm based in the, like I said, George Washington birthplace, the Northern Neck. Um, it used to be called the Playground of the Potomac. It's where the oyster wars between Maryland and Virginia occurred. There's just a lot of history here. Um, and I want to preserve that. I want to have a legacy of looking out for the next 250 years and the next generation. So we can only do that together. But this was version one that Claude created for me. Not too bad, but not doesn't flow. Doesn't not what I the end result. So version 1, I can go through some of the instructions that I did on that another time, but we're going to jump into my most recent prompt that I did for Claude to take us from version 1 to version 2. And then it came back and it has a couple questions for me. That's what I really like about Claude, is that it has context of your conversation and intelligently actually pulls a question map in order to continue guiding you. So as it came back, my program with the changes I want to make touch a lot. All that ops. What should I build first as the anchor deliverable? Program design, program website, brand identity, curriculum outline. It's definitely the program website. What should I build first? Yeah, let's answer that. Where does the program live organizationally? Yeah, let's pick Blockade Union. I guess it's getting, like I said, it's getting some context. Primary learner audience for this program. So the primary learner for this is really going to be, the generational workers of these trades that I'm trying to help. Take, for example, my construction project, my strategic partnership program, what we call a legacy project, which was to help construction companies build their real world assets, their digital assets, that speed, let's say, inheritance of that property, of that building, that estate, of that asset, and on blockchain. So the primary learner is going to be, let's see here, train educators, youth, students. I'm going to give it an answer otherwise. Let's see here. It's going to be the next generation of family businesses in the let's see here, in the farming, fishing. We're going to include home building, because that's definitely going to be an area. Home building, concert. Let's see here, fishing, OYS, oystering businesses, operations, that want to enter the new economic, and let's say digital economic age of AI, robotics, and Web3 transactions, and let's see, insurance providers, risks, also philanthropist.
I was speaking to Mauricio Pochettino yesterday. This is about what we had expected, and one of the points he made was the U.S. earned the opportunity to make this change because of the results they got in the first two games. So one of the questions I have for you is, who are we excited to see get this opportunity to play in a World Cup game?
To be honest, all 9 starters that are new in this game. 9 changes for Mauricio Pochettino, the most in history for a U.S. team in a World Cup. But that's the opportunity for a lot of these players. I think the power has been in collective. Sure, there's been some wonderful.
All right, I guess you can read what I wrote there. I'm going to enter that as my final answer to question number 3. And Claude's going to tell me what it's doing, tell me what it's thinking, tell me what it's working on. What I love also is that Claude gives you the ability to go back and kind of review what you said and what it said, so it's always documented. I think most AI models do that, but once I enter that into Claude Cowork, it thinks it will launch what it needs to. Let's see what locked in the program. Website under block you're speaking to these are I'll build it now with a strong working program name. So what it's going to do is it's going to actually build the site and give me like a locally hosted HTML version I can view. And what I'm going to do is then take that those instructions that Cowork put together and then move it over to Claude Code so it can begin to. What it actually does is it has the plugin for for GoDaddy. It's got plugins for all my local files and media. It's got plugins for I was going to say for Cloudflare as well, and it basically takes over the development and the building functions for me. Runs my computer, and that's freaking amazing. And I suspected it would be worth the upgrade in order to get a program that will just autonomously build things for me online. And that's pretty dope. So what I want to show you my what I built for my my consulting business. And it used to be a pretty ugly GoDaddy site, just no depth to it, nothing really to excite me. What I just recently did is build in some music using the Spotify plugin. So when you begin scrolling on the site, it will launch that song. And this song is in inspiration from my legacy project. So if you know OAR, that's what the song is. Why isn't it playing? I don't know. I'm gonna build a legacy. It should have been started playing, but if you go to the site cloudcontrolllc.com, you'll see it launched. I was inspired by a couple sites that I've seen before that had that 3-dimensional depth to them. One being the Quai network, which is shitcoin, if you will, a mineable coin that I've lost some money on when I was mining. And I just like the scrolling and 3-dimensional effects that it had. And you can see things kind of build as you scroll. And it explains it and tries to take you on a little visual journey. Own the future of money is what it's all about. So you can find it on a lot of dexes. But I mined all my Quai coin, but didn't. I'm holding a whole bunch now, but it has no real value. And then Magma. This is Magma, which is one of my inspirations for the built environment construction and creating digital twins. So I loved this site, the way it scrolled and built things in front of you. And kind of, what I told Claude was I want to develop something that kind of has these types of scrolling features to it. But kind of tells a story, but also builds value as you scroll through it. These are Web3 sites, essentially. So they're, I would say, hosted on like a distributed file system, IPFS, I think they call it. And that's just the distributed architecture instead of hosting it in one location. So that kind of drove my inspiration for the Cloud Control site, and also is kind of driving my inspiration for the Blockade Union site, so that we can tell a story as you scroll through the site. It also lends itself well to the way people scroll through their cell phones and tablets and what have you. So this is what I'm banking on, Cloud Control LLC, that will be my legacy in terms of creating digital twins. So I'm also a member of and working group contributor for the Government Blockchain Association, which has created a standard maturity model assessment framework for 11 different layers of a blockchain solution, and basically assists in bringing it to market. So here are some of the changes that Claude made. I don't like it. Not liking it at all. Don't like the result. Don't like it. Tells no story. Does nothing. So I'm going to go back, develop another prompt, and launch code, because I had better success running my website updates from code versus just cowork, and that's up here. I'll launch a new session. Okay, let's just do it now. New session. What are my routines? What are the mores? Dispatch. All right, launch a new session. Let's see here. What kind of folders do I need to select? Okay. I'll just tell Claude. In cowork, we've been talking about blockade.org site deployment, and the last mock up was terrible. Let's just launch. Let's deploy version 1 and take it from there. Again, like cloud control.com. It's hosted at GoDaddy and cached. I don't know what they call it, and cached with Cloudflare. I think that's what they call it. Pretty simple command. I don't know why I did that. Took me there. Let me just. Why is it doing that? It's asking me to go somewhere. Claude. Welcome back, Everett. What's new? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the deal is. Opus high. New sessions. Welcome back. I guess I have to say routines, more recent. I'm confused. Honestly, I don't know what the hell's going on here. My projects. Recent cowork. Or do I need to just start up a new task? Tell it what to do. And cowork. Put the same damn thing in there. I mean, I'm getting a little bit confused between all these different areas, to be honest. I watched a couple videos how to use it, but really, I would advise you to take time in setting it up. I kind of just jumped in head first and barfed all my information into Claude, into cowork, and into code, and now it's a mess amongst the 3 different buckets. So it doesn't remember what the fuck I said before. It keeps asking me to build a fucking slide deck. But anyway, I'm getting to the point where I think I need to re-educate myself on the tools, their functions, and how to use them better. And maybe go back. I've been taking some Anthropic courses, but I'm getting on information overload basically at this point. Ain't nobody live chat. Ain't nobody watching me. Ain't nobody give a shit about what I do, to be honest. But it's okay. I do what I do. Yeah, I also use Notebook LM. That's been very helpful to me in terms of retrieving or doing research and summarizing, presenting it. And what's cool is you can combine internet research and deeper searches with your own data and more private information, and it'll blend them for you and come to different conclusions. So let's see here. I found the full history. Quick recap of where we are, so we're aligned. Cool. Took cowork. Took me a little bit. Blockade is still a GoDaddy place. However, what did it say? I wish I wouldn't do that. I want to see what the hell it asked me before I answered these questions. So that's kind of annoying. Like you saw those questions. I don't want to skip this shit, but let me just exit out. Thought process. The blockade launch data session is the one. Let me read it to recover. Blah, blah, blah. Finally, we went back and discovered shit, all that stuff. Let me find the existing file. I found the full history. Quick recap of where we are so that we're aligned. Yep. This is what the instructions I gave it earlier that came up with the first version. Compliance note still stands. Blockade Union is a 501c5, so I won't promise charitable tax deductibility unless you've moved to 501c3. Okay, that was one thing I asked it to address: is did I categorize my nonprofit properly? When I saw 501c5s were like labor unions for farmers, I thought this would be great because I'm building a labor union, but in the digital world, not in the real world, and to me, that's still a union of labor. Like we're building shit, and although we're not using our physical body, we're using our minds. It's still we consider ourselves builders. I'm building a blockchain future. That's my LinkedIn tagline. So I may, just to comply properly with all the tax shit, have to change things to a C3. Rather than we will blind and miss again, 3 quick decisions will let me nail the look and get it ready to deploy. So what are the questions? How do I get it to ask those questions again? Fucker. What happens? Repost the questions. Since it moved her on. I don't know what it's doing. It's queuing messages now. What the fuck? All right, here we go. What design direction should the new blockade donation site go? The last mock-up missed. This is the most important input. Natured, modern, clean, instruction, bold, and high energy. I would say combo of 1 and 2. Nature, forward and warm. But at the same time, modern, like a colonial style video game, and Web3 activity. I don't know what that means, but that's what I wrote. Are the real donation links ready, or Bill will place her holders to swap later? I can place them now. How do you want to get it live on Cloudflare? Just build it on the connect folder and walk me through. Let's see. Connect, build, and deploy. Likely retrieving my info from GoDaddy. I always get my E's, my I's spelled, but I'm nitpicky about correcting them. So I'm asking basically Claude to log into my GoDaddy account and retrieve the domain name setting information it needs in order to point the site to the content that Cloudflare will have, which will be imported from a GitHub repository where you build it. Not me, but Claude will build it. That's what I'm telling it to do. So, good. That's a clear, exciting direction. Northern Neck colonial heritage, warm and earthy, but with modern video game grade interactivity and Web3 polish. Let me set up the work and get your folder connected so the files persist and I can pull your logo, blah, blah, blah. It does things in its own order, but like it tells you the progress that's going through. Then it'll show you the context it's developed, where it's working from. And it will, since I've made all these connections to it and built in some of the skills already, which you can find other videos on YouTube about how to do that. I know what it's capable of doing. It's just a matter of me, prompting it in the right coordinates and direction in order to build what I want it to build. So let's see here. Claude would like to co-work in a folder. Yeah. Enter. Go ahead. Choose a folder. I don't know what it's going to do. What is it asking me to do here? Select directory to share. I'm just selecting this PC. It says no, you can't open it. Okay. Oh man. Or a message. I don't know what to pick. Connecting folder and gathering assets. Okay. Well, let's just give it my. Can't just select my damn desktop. Oh, I did, and it looks like it's retrieving it. So, yeah, go for it, baby. I've got some desktop files, but it's mostly like my registration, my logo, blah 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 blah, that kind of shit. But I've got other like solution files. I've got a lot of white papers, to tell you the truth, like blockchain, different layers of blockchain white papers. I've got the Bitcoin white paper. We all should have that. Have knowledge of it. You don't have to have it. So it strokes your ego a lot. I noticed that. It kind of compliments you. Oh, that's a good idea. Or I like that. Especially when I talk to her. I've got like a French voiced on my phone agent on the phone app. Just for setting up the deployable site folder and copying your assets in. So yeah, I think it's going over to GitHub and all that stuff, but I'll see if there's different folders that are opening across here. Let me close some stuff out. I don't want to close my what I'm recording on, what have you. Yeah, the game is just about to start. I mean, it's getting ready to start. They're in Inglewood, always up to no good. Yeah, my GitHub personality is Felt Mugs. I'll just drop this in here real quick so you can see. But don't go bugging me. It's got some information I don't want to share right now. I believe it's going to create a new folder and project in GitHub and in Cloudflare and in GoDaddy. I'm just gonna. It normally logs into them by itself, but I'm gonna just log into them so that it has quicker access. Whatever. It doesn't need to ask me for access. So I'm primarily, like I said, I'm logged into GitHub, I'm logged into Cloudflare, and I'm logged into GoDaddy. And I'm eventually, like I said, I'm really disappointed with GoDaddy. But that's just me. I think you still see my screen. It's writing. It connected to my project folders, so now it's building the second version of it. I got to get the real donation link, so that's another thing I've got to get to. So let me go back to my domain, see if I need to pull in my other. It's not asking anything. So it's like Cloudflare has a domain crawler, so it can add it to me. So it's asking me. Let me bring this over and show you while Claude is working in the background. Select a plan for blockade, and so I'm logged into my business account. I just go with the free plan, to be honest with you. and don't really need anything else from there. Our scan may have missed. What does it want? About DNS records. What do I do? I'm going to let Claude take care of that, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to put that in another screen and put my GitHub right next to it, and also my GoDaddy, which I need to sign into, so that they're launched, they're open and accessible. And from there, like typically, Claude just takes over for me. So using Claude and Chrome, yeah, and it just let me bring this over, like I show you, and I want to show you. It starts. It brings up this little thing in the browser, and that it'll create like a halo around the site as well, so that it's operating within that site on your behalf. The many sites. I don't know where it wants to go, but I should probably pay attention to it. So yeah. Oh, what did I do? This will give me where did my studio go? Oh, I stole it from me somehow. I don't know how to get back to seeing that. So, oh yeah, it brought it all over. Shoot. That's what I want my studio. I was born in a small town. What am I going to do? How am I going to get it open again? I don't know where it took it, but it took it.
2026 pre-kit is presented by Adidas.
Stop sharing. Sorry. Yeah, this is not going the way I thought it would. Where did my Claude instance go? Running command. It's still building the site, but what the heck happened to my YouTube page? Studio, not YouTube. It says it's sharing my screen. I don't want to stop sharing. I don't want to hide it. I want to freaking open the studio. But it's not letting me do that. So I'm a little confused about the studio. I'm just going to open up YouTube again. I mean, I don't know if you're still recording me or not. I think it would be. YouTube. I probably got to go back and like clean this up. Edit it. It's a go live session right now, but I'm going to do some stop sharing right now. See if I can get back into my YouTube screen. Hey, there it is. I don't know why that went away, and it's wanting me to end the stream. I don't think I've gotten any visitors here. Whatever. So yeah, it's got a deploy guide now.
That's very important. Everybody that you find.
Trying to find it. I gotta just share my whole window
So you carry on.
so you can see. Okay, so rendering a degraded copy and blah, 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 what you're doing. I don't like what it's doing. Before you go live, two things: open and replace the two. Oh yeah, it's got to do that. Keep a pre-built URL first. Go to dash. So I'm gonna say go code the site and let me know when cut over It is done, and I can view live. See what it says. Maybe come back. And one thing is annoying. You got to scroll through the whole damn conversation every time you enter a new prompt. They need to fix that so it defaults to the bottom. It's just my feedback.
Tonight's wearing the captain's armband in a World Cup. And to me, when I put on that armband, it brought out the best in me. And tonight, I think it's going to bring out the best in him. I think look for him to have another strong performance. Keep sucking the challenges, box to box. Look for him on set pieces. He'll be dangerous. And hats off to him for the way he's playing.
Yeah, see where it's telling me to go to GoDaddy, record the DNS records or screenshot, and I'll tell you, it will do that all on its own. To be honest with you, and that's why I opened up those pages was because I know it can do it all on its own, and I want it to do it all on its own. Like I don't want to do that shit. That's not what I do. That's not my specialty. I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. I want to run a business, but I want to tell people and have them do what I want them to do. Why my studio disappeared again? This is so annoying. I'm going to drop it in that page. So I've got 3 screens. I've got my laptop, and then I've got a screen on each side of me, and with the TV in the middle of the laptop. So there it is. It's using Claude and Chrome somewhere. One of my Chrome platforms. One of my Chrome openings. I'm going to try to get to it so I can show it to you. I showed it to you before. It says it's debugging the browser, and now I see it's gone into my site's page, and I think it's navigating to the editor, what have you, or the settings, and it's going to, like it says, it's capturing the page, and then it does interactions on it, what have you. I don't know if moving my mouse, because you'll see the mouse like make movements on the page, if moving my mouse has any effect on it. But so I don't know if this is helpful. Employ MD. So much shit. They don't really go through everything for you. It'd be nice to have like an instructor to actually like walk through all the buttons and features and everything. But a lot of these videos and training videos that I've been watching on YouTube, they just go right into like what they're doing, like what I did. I just threw you right into the boiling pot, and expect you to catch up and know what I know. But they really need to come up with a training program. And I know the Anthropic page actually has some good resources in terms of the training, the education. And I would encourage you to kind of start there. And I have found myself always going back to it. Then let me just bring it up so that you can see. But yeah, anthropic.com/learn has been real helpful for me. They got this academy. And if you go into the academy, you can take classes. They have featured courses and all that, which has been great. Let's see here. Why am I not registered here or something? I don't know what's going on.
It can be tough for young homeowners bringing in their parents. What do you do for in and out.
Let's just start somewhere here. And the site is fully coded and saved. That part's done. Blah 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 blah. What it's telling. It couldn't get in. I'm logged into Cloudflare. GitHub. I'll go Daddy all right now in from So it looks like it's saved the site config in Cloudflare, which is great because I didn't really see it deploy it in GitHub. But whatever. What's it doing?
Funny mini swirls. Mini treats from moments worth freezing. Funny. Freeze the moment.
There we go. There's that aura I was talking about where I know it's actually doing something. See, it's like floating around there. Oh, well, we still got that. Let me change my share settings and share this Cloudflare instance. And then you'll be like the way Claude, it's a different mouse or cursor. It'll move it around wherever it is right now. I don't want to start debugging. I don't want to stop sharing, but I can close these. There you go. You see that at the bottom left. It's going to go to a workers and pages and create a new application, I guess, which is cool. And yeah, I can almost set it, walk away, set it and forget it, and let it continue to do this. Let's see if I can split the screen. Back. Don't move it. Back. These guys. There we go. And then let me go back to sharing properly. Get this set up properly. We'll do a whole window or entire screen. Yeah, that's what we want. Share. Sure, yeah, that should pull up both of them at the same time. And give you a side-by-side view of the program and the programmer. And the master of disaster. Yeah, I can almost just set this on autopilot, I don't know what it's doing. It's just moving shit around. It was just fine. Didn't need to move it. So what you know about that? I kind of want to get myself out of here. I don't like to about how to do this.
You know what I like about
I don't need Claude Studio right now, to tell you the truth. So yeah, let me just let it do its thing for a little bit. I can come back and
the United States, maybe they survived it.
give you an update. Man, it's got a mind of its own sometimes. The way it moves things around, I really don't get it. I don't get it. Never gonna 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 get it. Never get it. Woo, woo, woo.